Hello everybody, my name is Christine and this is my channel and the corner of the internet where I post all about the things that I'm knitting or crocheting, and I am filming all the way from Chisinau, Moldova in Eastern Europe. This is the first video of 2025, you guys! I'm back! As people say, when they film these sorts of videos. I was gone for a few weeks. I needed a break. I didn't even film what I knitted or what I made in 2024 yet. I'm still thinking about that. I'm slowly gathering the information to see how much yarn I've used up from my yarn collection. I keep arranging things, I keep buying things, so it's been a whole thing. But I don't want to give up on this hobby. I love posting everything that I knit and crochet, and this is such a wonderful way to interact with other people that love knitting and crochet. So I said, why not take this half an hour, 1 hour and film and then post on YouTube. So hello in 2025. This is the knitting podcast number 28. I was thinking actually to start again, to start the numbers from 1 every year, but I don't know, I'm just gonna go with the next number after the one in December. And today I'm going to show you what I finished in December. So I'm a bit behind, and it's already February, but we're not gonna complicate our life, we're not gonna be sad. I'm just gonna present and move on. By the way, this is a top that I knitted, I think it was 2023 or maybe 2024, I don't know. I love it so much. I'm wearing it almost non-stop. Wait, I'll post here the picture of the pattern. It is a free pattern from Drops Design. This is where I get most of the patterns because I access them for free. It's in a language that I understand more or less. I'm sure I didn't follow the pattern, but something came out and I'm wearing it. And I even put on a brooch, I'm all fancy. Today's my day off, you guys, so I'm just pretending that I'm having a holiday. But okay, let's see. Finished objects for the month of December. So if you don't know, I'm a conference interpreter. September, October, November, and especially December is a very busy month for me. So I went to a lot of events, and thankfully there is some coffee breaks, lunch breaks, and I get to knit or to crochet, there to decompress and to breathe. So I was working a lot and I finished this fluffy sweater, you guys. This was my favorite thing in December. Immediately after I finished it, I wore it, I think, almost every single day. Like all the events I've been to. And my sister-in-law liked it so much that she kind of suggested that I can knit one for her, because for the longest time I keep asking her, what can I knit for you? What can I make for you? She's very knit-worthy. So finally she said, oh, this looks really cool and fluffy. Make me one as well. So let's talk about it. I will insert here or maybe here, because you see the shabby part of my room in this part. Here at least you see some colors. Okay, here I will insert the pattern once again from Drops Design, and the yarn was Naco Paris. Synthetic yarn with some fluff to it. It is extremely soft. It has it has a layer of fluff which makes it, like boucle yarn, but also not boucle. I don't know how to explain it. It is extremely fluffy, light, and it drapes really nicely, and I love it. So now I think this is the 5th time that I've washed this sweater, and I'm ready to wear it again. I loved it. I think the color fits me really nicely, and the fit, it drapes so nicely on the body. I was afraid that the sleeves are gonna be too much, and it is bulky. It is bulging here on the arm. I don't know what I did. So hopefully, I am making one for my sister-in-law. It is one of my whips. So hopefully, I will make one without bulge, but we'll see. So, finished object number 1, my fluffy sweater. I used 3.5 millimeter needles and 4 millimeter for the body. I made a double color. I don't know how it is in the pattern, but I started bottom up and I made a folded collar. And that's it. 383 grams only. I was shocked. Basically, I got this yarn when it was on sale, and I bought, I think, 4 or 5. So I still have a bunch of yarn here, and I don't know what I'll do with it because it's a very specific type of yarn. I don't think I can combine it with anything else, but we'll see. So, finished project number 1. I love the fluffy sweater. I wore it a bunch and I recommend it to everybody. So the next project, I'm looking at my notes right here. Oh, I finished a red dress. Hold on. It is the same yarn, only it is rusty red. I don't have it with me. It is at my sister-in-law's because I gave it to her to try it on because it was a bit wide for me and it was falling off completely. So she tried it on and it was way too big for her. So we decided that I'm just gonna frog it and maybe try one of these things. So the red dress, it is finished. It is considered a finished object. Maybe I'll insert some picture here or some video. And I used up 400 grams for it, but I don't have it because it's at my sister-in-law and I will unravel it very soon. Next, I have some cotton tablecloths. I'm not sure if it's this one or I have a bunch of them which are in the washing machine. I use them, I love them, I recommend to everybody. If you are bored, if you have nothing to do, if you wanna just like knit without thinking, make a tablecloth. And I try to make this loop because it's very comfortable to just hook it somewhere in the kitchen and it's good to go. Oh, I have one more. Yeah, I remember this one. I was at the conference and I was learning how to do the Crochet Daisy stitch. I love it. I love it so much. And the last finished object, it is another crochet project. I discovered that I really love crochet. If I'm at work and I have 20 minutes for a coffee break or 20 minutes to just like decompress, crochet is my jam. I can just like look at people and crochet without looking. So I finished this scarf. It was the first time I crocheted a vertical scarf. It's when you start with the highest number of stitches and then you cast off. So you don't start from this corner and work your way till the end, but you start with all the stitches at the same time. Sorry, that's one of my cats. So this scarf is kind of heavy. I have to admit, I only wore it once or twice. It is heavy. I feel like I put a towel around my neck. And a third time when I wore it, I had to run outside with my dog real quick to meet someone, so I just put it like this around my ears. But otherwise, I don't reach out for it. It is heavy. It's heavy. Like for a scarf, I would expect more volume and less weight. But here I feel very little volume, like I have no territory, I have no material, but it is very heavy. So I don't know, we'll see how we will proceed. But it was another finished object. It was quite an interesting experiment, and I started doing Vlogmas. I was filming every day and I was crocheting on this until I gave up because I felt overwhelmed and I could not film anymore. So, okay, this is the finished objects. Okay, I am still looking at my notes here, my knitting journal. And also, I bought a bunch of yarn. I don't know, have I shown it to you the last video? I don't care. I can show it again. It's not that big deal. So, hold on. I got sock yarn, you guys. Sorry for the noise. I have this lovely gray, blue, light gray color. Every skein is 50 grams, so I have 150. I think this one is very similar, but it has a little bit more green. And then, oh, hold on. You can't see it from this side. We have a bunch of rusty red, I want to say, coral red. So we have 200 grams, variegated and solid color. And these are from Germany, you guys. A lady was selling it on Facebook group and I was excited to take it off her hands. And we have some pink variegated yarn sock yarn. And this is what will look like. I love it so much. What else I can show you? Hold on. Sorry for the crinkling. I will try not to move the plastic. We have some mink yarn. I don't know what happened to me in December. No, it might have been in November. I was so jealous that everybody had like pumpkin orange colors. I wanted to order some for myself, and unfortunately my camera doesn't do it justice. It is very pumpkin-y in real life, and I've never used mink yarn, so I decided let me order some. This was from China. Hold on. And I've ordered some pink, but look what arrived. Oh gosh, this crinkling. I don't know why they sent me variegated, but this is what I got. And apparently, whew, that's it, no more crinkling. Apparently I couldn't order more than 3 skeins because it was considered a industrial quantity, but I was buying as an individual person, so they would only allow me to buy 3 skeins. So if I start a project and I want to continue, I might have to purchase again. But the good news is that I was browsing one day in the yarn stores that we have here in Chisinau, as you do. I didn't buy anything, I was just looking. No, actually I did buy. I was just looking, so I noticed that even in Chisinau we have mink yarn. So I don't need to order anymore, I just buy here locally. I also bought sock yarn, this one, Alize Artisan. This is a Turkish yarn. It's very popular in my country. Basically, Moldova imports a lot of the yarn from Turkey. So Alize, or Elise, how I see other YouTubers call it, is very popular here. And I bought this specific shade of blue because, oh gosh, I'm spilling the beans on everything. In December, I bought this sock yarn, Alize Superwash Comfort sock yarn. This beautiful color combination, which is supposedly gonna give me this pattern, but I wanted to knit another top with sock yarn because the previous one I made feels so good, you guys. But I only bought 2 of these and it is so expensive. Sock yarn is expensive, €6 for this. It's 100 grams superwash. Let me see, 420 meters, 100 grams, or 459 yards. But still, I cannot make a top with 2. So I decided to make the sleeves and the neck and the ribbing with this blue and just the body with this variegated yarn. I would love to see what will come of it because I am in love. It seems that blue is my favorite color, you guys. No matter how I try to bring more yellow, bring more pink, bring more red. No, now I am working with this purple. Sorry. I'm working with this purple and I love it. But still, blue is wonderful. Okay, so that's the idea. I bought these 2 to make a top. That was the whole thing. Okay, let me shove it back in. Hold on. By the way, hold on. Should I speak about the whips? Or should I... I'm so confused. Let me finish with the purchases. Okay, also in December, I received the yarn that I ordered. I don't even know when, in September or October. I ordered it from China. It is this fluffy purple. It is synthetic. I don't know exactly what is the composition because Everything is in Chinese, and on the website it just says cotton, but I can tell you 100% this is not cotton. It is quite light and fluffy, and it sticks to each other, so I love the color. That's all. I don't know if you can see it. I love the color. And I've also bought a bunch of yarn from the thrift store. This shade of yellow and this shade of yellow. I don't know what has gotten into me. I want something yellow. And I was at the thrift store and I said, why not let me take it out of their hands? You can see it here. You know, I did try to arrange my yarn collection, and then I ended up messing everything. And when I bought this yarn, it came in a hank like this. And one evening I was watching a film and my cat and my dog were sleeping, and I said, let me unravel this, let me make some yarn balls. Oh my god, you guys, it took me hours and I regret doing it. So this is why I did not even attempt to do with the same with the blue one. I need a yarn winder. I need a Swift. I need tools, but at the same time, I'm really cheap. I will never buy them because I can do it with my hands, and it's only the second time I have bought yarn in this format. Look, I can wear it as a hat. It is only the second time I bought yarn in this format. It was something like this, yeah. So maybe another evening when I'll have free time, I will just wind it by hand. But so far, I'm just gonna let it rest like this. Okay. And then here I have some old yarn that I bought last year on my birthday. I just brought it in the boxes. I just noticed that out of sight, out of mind is real for me, and if I don't see it, I'm not gonna work with it. So I decided to bring it here. This is some vintage Latvian yarn, and this is supposed to be Russian black wool. So I put it here. I might have bought more, I just don't remember right now. But who's counting? Who's writing? I don't, so let's move on. Okay, I spoke about the finished object. I spoke about the yarn that I bought. Let's talk about the whips. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So right now when I'm filming, it is February. So imagine I already had the entire month of December. I had the entire month of January to just like go crazy with the projects, and I did. So, as I was saying, my sister-in-law winked at me and said that she would love a fluffy sweater. So I came home, I looked at the Naco Paris colors that I had because I purchased multiple colors when they were on sale, and I started with this beautiful pink color. I started a fluffy sweater for my sister-in-law, you guys, and I made a lot of progress. It is once again bottom up. So this is the bottom, and I have to admit I'm a bit stuck because I don't know how to connect the front and the back. I'm not sure if I'm there yet. So I think that I need to go to my sister-in-law, have her try it. Hold on. This is the back and this is the front. So I need her to try it on to see if this opening is enough, because when I made my purple sweater, the opening was quite wide, but I pulled it together and I collected it with the collar band. So I don't know if I should ask her to try it or if I should just connect it. And as you can see, I pulled the needles because I needed them. I bind off here in the back and here, but this one, I don't know what happened to me. I needed the needles and I pulled the needles. So the solution is I just need to go and visit my sister-in-law. Hold on. Have her try it. So imagine something like this. The color is gorgeous. My sister-in-law is a brunette with really white skin and black hair, and I think this color would fit her. So This is the first whip, Naco Paris, 3.5 millimeter needles. I don't know where the needles went because I took them out for other projects. I lost my mind and I started a lot of projects. But this must be finished. I have to finish this because I love gifting knitted things to my sister-in-law because she's really knit-worthy. I don't know what I did here. Oh my God. Okay. Everything is safely right here. Okay, the next whip in December. Oh, lordy lord. It is my Cable Mirage sweater. Ta-da! I had to restart this sweater 3 times. I was basically following this vest, right? Hold on, I will insert here the pattern. So I was following the width of this vest and I made a lot of calculations. I did make a swatch, but I kind of used this yarn in the past. So I kind of knew how many stitches per centimeters I have, but every time I would start, I started 3 times and this was the 4th. Every time I start, it was so wide. Apparently the pattern is like this to make a, you know, a lot of negative ease or positive ease. What's that called? You know, when it's very large, but I didn't want it to be very large, so I started it 3 times and the 4th one fits me just right. And I worked on it the entire month of December. I blocked it 1 time and then I started working on the sleeves and then I finished all the yarn that I had. So for this sweater, I used Filanina 100% merino wool in this color beige. Hold on, maybe I can. Nope. There it is. So last year I bought a bunch of beige skeins of yarn, 6 dark beige and 6 light beige for another project, and then I changed my mind. So I had all this beautiful yarn sitting in my collection and finally I decided to use it. And as you can tell, I've added some yellow mohair. Once again, this was ombre mohair. You can see that it has some variations. There are some stripes. Sometimes it is yellow, sometimes it is beige, sometimes it is white. And then I finished the mohair. I didn't want to order more from China, so I tried to find here locally, and I did. And I finished the sleeves with Alize Kid mohair. This is how much I have left. Oh my God, and this sweater is so heavy. It's almost 700 grams. Okay, so my dilemma is I blocked it twice already after I did the sleeves. And as I was saying, I finished all the yarn. And now when I blocked the sleeves, I really pulled on them to make them as long as possible. And they're not long enough, so I don't know what to do. So now my thing is, I would need to unravel all the way here to my, how is this called? Elbow? Yes, in English. So I would need to unravel and decrease much more rapidly than I did so that I have that segment for the ribbing. That's all. That's all I need to do. But since I had other projects, I kind of left this one on the back burner. And then my short cable needles broke. So I had to work with this long cable, which was really annoying. I need to go and buy me some good and useful short cable needles. 3.5 or maybe 325 for the sleeves. And after this, my sweater will be finished. Oh my God, it is so heavy and it smells so sheepish. I still have not decided if I like it or not. I remember I had another sweater like this, and only after the 5th washing I started loving wearing it because it became much softer. So I might block it 2 or 3 more times and then start to wear it every single day. because I love it. I was looking forward to work on cables. I took it at a bunch of conferences. 3 of my colleagues watched me work on them. So they kind of asked me, when is the cable sweater? When is the cable sweater coming, Christina? So finally, I mean, not finally, I'm close. Oh my God, my arms are hurting. Okay. That was the needles, because the needles are so long, they were just hitting everything on sight, including my cat, Nikita. Okay, next. I need a drink. I need some water. I need some compote. Okay, let's continue. As I said, I made a top from sock yarn. I made it, I think, this summer, and it used to be with I-cord bind off here at the sleeves and at the neckline. Well, I tried wearing it and it was way too hot. I mean, it is superwash sock wool, sock yarn, and I thought that it could be worn as just a t-shirt, like a tank top. No, it was way too hot. I felt like I was way too hot and cold at the same time. So instead of wearing something on top, I decided, let me do some sleeves because I have leftovers. I had about, I think I had 1 full skein, maybe almost full skein. So I tried to make sleeves, and then once again I finished the yarn. So I looked into my yarn collection, I found this pink yarn, so I made the ribbing and I blocked it, but as you can see, it didn't block very nicely. I didn't have any more space because I was blocking the sweater, the purple, I don't know what else I was blocking, so I don't even have enough floor to block all these projects. So what else I need to do to finish completely this project? I need to make a beautiful bind off, but I need to block it again. Look at this. It is so... I need to block it once again and to pull on it to make it sit wide, and also to pull like this to understand if I need to continue knitting down or not. By the way, this was top down because at the moment I feel like I would benefit from a few centimeters in length in the ribbing, but I am not sure because I don't know how it will look, and also I do not have any more yarn. As you can tell, I used some other pink yarn for the ribbing here. So I made a provisional bind off to see whether, and I have to block it, and then if it's enough length, if it covers my belly, then I'll just leave it alone. But I feel like I need more. I don't know, we'll see. I'm so confused, you guys. I don't want to buy another skein. As I said, it is €6. I mean, what is happening? That's a lot. I bought this sock yarn from the internet with, I think it was €3. So I want €3 sock yarn. So I was thinking to combine it with this, but then look how colorful it is already. I don't want to add any more colors. I don't want to mess up this beautiful mango and raspberry combination. So this is the next whip. Oh my god, I'm talking so much. And the next whip, I hope I'm not pulling. Yes, found it. As I said, I have this purple, a very fluffy, very light, but also sticky. I don't know if that's the correct term. Yarn from China, and ta-da! I started the Fern Feast, you guys. I will include it here. I love this pattern. I made it twice with the saddle shoulder. I don't know if you will see it because of the pattern, but this is that edge, the saddle. I made this pattern twice with different colors, and I love the neckline. And every time after making half of the saddle shoulder, I would give up and just sort of switch to stockinette, knit until splitting for sleeves, and then just like improvise it. But this time I want to make the pattern accordingly. So I didn't simply stop. I continue making the saddle. It goes like this, and I correctly made the switch. I had to unravel like 10 times to understand how to go down, but I am extremely proud of myself for learning the correct saddle shoulder. And it fits me so well, you guys. And I've already used up 3 donut skeins, and I'm on the 4th, I think. And I have 1, 2, 3 more. So I hope that 1.5 here, 1.5 here, and bada bing, bada boom, I'll have another blouse. I mean, I call it blouse because it is extremely light. It is not a sweater. I could wear a top underneath, because even though I tried so hard, it is still see-through. I don't know if you can see it. It is see-through. You can see through it. I tried to knit extremely condensed. I'm a tight knitter, and still, I think this is the nature of the yarn. It is fluffy and it is see-through. This is it. Okay. Whew, I'm getting flustered. And one more whip, and that's it, you guys. One more whip. It is the crochet. I am using, as usual, my 3.5 inox handy dandy crochet that I got from the thrift store, and I'm making yet another daisy tablecloth. So I tested on this one and I loved it so much, and I want to continue, and this will help me use up some of this cotton that has been laying around my yarn collection. So this is my crochet whip. Whew, you guys, I am getting tired. I need more practice. Okay, before I go,
Editing Christine popping here to speak about the numbers. Stash busting! I completely forgot, you guys. I'm sorry. So in November, I got under 100 skeins in my yarn collection, which really gave me this spark, the excuse that I needed to buy some yarn from the charity shops, order yarn online from China, and buy from Facebook Market. So from 98 skeins, I sort of got back to 141 skeins. But after subtracting the yarn I used up in November, 10 skeins of 100 gram and 55 grams, and minus the skeins I used up in December, which was 12.72 skeins, I altogether dropped down to 117 skeins 94. This means that I start the year 2025 with 117 skeins and 94, which is not bad. No regrets here. All good. Love it. Let's continue.
if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up. Every thumbs up equals a skein of yarn from you to me or from me to you. I don't know how that works. I just know that if you give a thumbs up, I will have more yarn. And me and you, we will all have more yarn. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below with a donut emoji, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Finally, I can move my cat. My cat has been sitting at my leg the entire time. Okay, bye bye.